It Takes Two is one of the most unique video games I've played in years from both a story and gameplay perspective, and shows why there's no experience like a couch co-op one. While I wish the troubled history of its two protagonists was explored a little further, quippy dialogue and touching moments marry wonderfully with inventive game mechanics. It Takes Two revolves around Cody and May, a couple living in the English countryside with their creative and intelligent daughter Rose. The pair are on the brink of divorce, and when Rose overhears this, her wish for her parents to become friends is heard, and they are transported into homemade dolls made by their daughter. The personification of a book of love, Dr. Hakim, stresses how the couple must work together if they are to return to their bodies. And so begins Cody and May's quest to reclaim their real selves. While May is set up as a workaholic whose love for engineering inspired her daughter but has recently lapsed, Cody is the more oaf-like dad that lacks a little ambition. The couple plays off each other wonderfully, but the game struggles to paint a cohesive picture of their troubled relationship. We simply know that they have fallen out of love. We get a line of dialogue here and there that points to specific moments in their timeline which intertwines in ingenious ways with their current predicament, but we never get to the core of what exactly broke them apart. Perhaps this was a marriage that died by 1,000 cuts? Nevertheless, the performances for both Cody and May are heartwarming, and they definitely feel like a real couple. The side characters they meet and their frustration with the ever-present Dr. Hakim offers a unique romantic comedy framing that is rarely, if ever, explored in video games. And your heart bleeds for their daughter Rose, who mistakes their asleep bodies for uncaring parents. It only provides further incentive to play more of the game, to reunite the child with Cody and May as quickly as possible. Additional incentive isn't needed, however, as It Takes Two's gameplay and settings are truly some of the most fun you'll have with a video game. Every Honey I Shrunk the Kids inspired level with magical twists provides May and Cody with new, complementary mechanics. The game literally takes two to complete, requiring both players to either sync their actions together or support provided from one while the other completes a task thanks to their choices. The ingenious nature of each gameplay element varies not only from level to level, but between the couple, providing an incentive to play the game a second time and swapping roles. It Takes Two's biggest hook is also its biggest barrier to entry. The game is best played via couch co-op with someone you know, but can be played online too. Communication is key, something that is also true about relationships, and players that lack such abilities will have a tough time playing. Nonetheless, it is absolutely worth the effort to find someone else to play with, and thanks to the game's friend pass, if that other person happens to be online, you're able to play the game with only one copy of it purchased. One of the more simplistic choices the game makes, but an inspired one nonetheless, is its lack of collectibles. Sometimes in a platformer, hidden items can stunt a game's natural flow, instead of moving on to the next puzzle, spending time exploring every nook and cranny. It Takes Two has a deliberate and excellent pace, and the decision to not interfere with that with collectibles was the right move. The closest thing it has to distractions are replayable, competitive minigames that pit Cody and May against one another, but their existence is so intertwined with the level design that they feel like a natural addition to the adventure, rather than diversions from it. It Takes Two is so fantastic to play that it will undoubtedly be in many Game of the Year conversations by 2021's end. Its lengthy campaign is also a welcome surprise, because you'll never want it to end. The game's director Joseph Fares said he would pay $1,000 to anyone that didn't like this game. I doubt he'll be signing many checks.